Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, our players are...
Hi, I'm Corporal 4th Class Higgimus, and I play a Giff fighter.
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon, who's a human fighter from an asteroid close to Brow.
Hi, I'm G-Man. I play Yeldan Elven Ranger who comes from Realm Space.
Hi, I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin from Brawl.
I play Levalithana, an elven wild mage from somewhere.
Is that in somewhere space?
Yep.
Hi, I'm Zakad. I play Lafdul Mingley, the specialty priest of Everin Illicir, and he's also a sneaky guy.
Totally
Where's he
sneaky.
from?
Sneaky.
This time he's not saying.
So, when we left off last time, you guys had just slain a dragon, a green dragon, and retrieved his treasure hoard, making the trip not a net loss, at least so far. We'll see what we can do to fix that, though.
Profit!
Well, we have some damage to the ship that's going to cost us a bit of money.
Yeah, do you want
It's not
to...
a lot, so.
Let's
Is that something that
survey the ship.
you want to get working on the trip back?
Yeah, I think so.
Do we need supplies from here, or are we good?
We
Do we-
still have some. Hold on a second, I'll tell you exactly. What we
Because we
got.
might get damaged on the journey, and we've got the opportunity here, but I don't know how long
Yeah.
it would take to lumber.
We have 10 hull points worth of wood.
Oh,
Well,
we're good.
do we know how much damage we got?
4.
Well, the thing is, you can only repair, what, how many months? Like, 8 points, so I don't think we're going to go past 10 points of hull. Unless we get stuck.
Don't jinx us!
We're unbeatable, right? We're on a high. We've killed a dragon.
Yeah,
Braxon's got the scars to prove it.
we did.
Yeah.
That lack of face.
His scars are more like fucked up lungs.
Watch
Hey,
it.
hey, watch the language.
So, I think we can take off. I think we have enough lumber to repair what damage we have. I
Yes,
think we're good,
I
Braxon.
agree.
After looking
Okay.
into our stores.
And Lafdul's going to be doing create food and water to cover a bit of the net loss and the
I
loss
guess.
of food.
I'm
Well,
gonna be
didn't we-
Sorry,
Hopefully
we're
be
actually-
able to make it back.
I
So
thought we
we're
hunted
actually
for food.
doing this, then.
Yeah, we did, but
I-
we're not
I never got-
necessarily going to have enough still.
Didn't we
I
hunt
never
for
got
food?
till this.
Yes, but we only have 4,877.
Well, how much are we short?
A little basically almost half gone.
Alt.
What food?
Yeah, how much food do you have again?
4,877.
Where are we dropping off these orcs?
That's
We're dropping them off at the next port.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
next port is in not this realm.
no,
This-
Next port,
yeah.
next port is in prime space, I believe.
Yeah.
Can you bring us over to that map, Old?
Well, one thing I would say is if we're really short of food,
Yep.
then Braxon could start repairs on the ship while people get a bit of food for a day or two.
Well,
Well-
if Lafdul does his food creation thing, we should be able to make it.
Well,
Back
we
to
need-
prime space.
Yeah, we should get to prime space and then restock there.
It only
Yeah,
works
then we can do
outside
a
the
full
Forest Zone, though.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
Well,
gonna
no, I
look at
know. That's why I was like, if we do create food and water up to the Phlogiston, and then we have our normal food supplies through the, and then we do it once we get into prime space till we get to port, we should be able to make it.
How much food have we been catching per day?
Hey, I've got a question, actually, afterwards.
You might not be able to get as much now because you've done so much hunting.
Right. Oh, so we've hunted out the area.
Yeah.
So we'd have to take
Well,
off and
that
land
last-
somewhere else, and that might have dangerous monsters that eat everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're dangerous monsters.
I recommend we go with Yeldan's plan.
And right now we're using 78 units of food a day.
Hey, Old.
Mhm.
How long did it take us to get to here from Prime Space?
Let me see. I have that written down.
It was like a month in the Phlogiston.
Okay, from Prime Space to the sphere you're in right now, Alavar Space, it was 37 days, and then another 32 days, in this sphere. Now, you don't have to go to the exact same spot on the sphere wall, so getting out will be faster than getting in.
Yeah.
So 60 days from here to that other port that we went to?
It was about 70 days.
About 70 days.
Yeah.
How many days worth of food do we have?
Let me do them.
And it's not going to be as clean cut as that. We want breathing room, but also there's a chance we'll get lost in the Phlogiston if someone fails a proficiency check. It takes longer.
8.
So I say we at least want 20 days. Over.
62 days worth of.
62?
I would like to get more food than that. At least pump up to 80.
Well, the create food is going to do quite a bit.
Yeah.
How much is...
So...
that was a question I want to ask Jill, because
Can't
because
she
I
do
want to
great
know
food
if she
better?
can memorize spells in the Phlogiston, if she's got a symbol or not. Now that I know, I've got pretty good hedges that she's a priest, so this is why that's why I want to ask if
On any question you ask along those lines, she's extremely non-committal.
no, what I mean is how well known is not being able to cast spells in the Phlogiston for priests? It's
well
a fairly
known.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I would ask her if she can memorize spells in the Phlogiston. If she has the means to.
She very much evades the question.
You know, maybe she's not a priest. Maybe she's a druid.
She's a...
Druids are priests.
Type of priest, yeah.
It's like a specialty priest of a different type.
Well, maybe she's a druid and not a cleric.
Druids obey the same rules.
Well, no, Lafdul's trying to like edge that. There's no ship, guys. There's a ship.
Damn planes!
Yeah, no, so convenient, right?
Curse you, Abyss! Curse you, Mount Celestia!
No, basically, I would have a conversation that Higgimus has asked me, being a priest, that I can create food and water, and I assume he's asked you. And I say my powers kind of stop when I'm in the Phlogiston, so I don't have the means to memorize the spell. So I'm trying to, get information about her while asking this question.
Yeah,
for 20 days you'll be able to make it.
She doesn't answer your questions. I mean, like she
so
evades
I'm
them.
taking that as a no, because you're not committing.
The thing is, since we don't need create camp anymore, you can memorize 2 create foods and water, right?
Braxon suggests to Higgimus that if we're short on supplies, that he can go up top in the spaceship and do some repairs while other people land and do some hunting.
Well, that was annoying.
Why don't we, as we're flying through the Phlogiston, we just keep a lookout for food and spells?
Eat anything that comes our way.
Don't we also have your plants that we can eat?
I have
They don't really produce enough to...
It's only when I cast Goodberry, and
but what about those
once a month.
But what about those special plants that you had the fishing nets for?
Oh, them, yeah. I was trying to figure out how to grow them, but I didn't realize they were growing into elven ships.
You were never successful in propagating those.
All right. So should I just delete them off my thing? I didn't realize. Oh, I said I was going to try a few.
Yeah, I mean, you were trying. You just. I mean, you haven't been successful yet. Let me put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind if you keep. I don't mind if you keep some of the stuff around. That's up to you.
I'll probably keep like 10, but I would use like 90 of them.
All right,
If the
so
seeds look like they're going to keep.
if you're 5th level priest, right? So you can create 5
Mhm.
cubic feet of food. I am going to say that 1 cubic foot
Twice.
feeds 4 people. So that would be 20 people per day that you could feed per spell.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if we did that first and saved the food until the phlogiston, would
20 for
buy us a bit of time. But it's still, Braxon would recommend getting some more food.
How many times can you cast that spell, Lafdul?
Twice.
A day.
Twice.
Just
twice
twice.
a day.
So that's
Just
cutting
twice.
down the
40.
amount of food that you need by half, basically.
Basically,
At least
yeah.
for, so long as he can cast those spells. That's going to get you a number of extra days.
Cool.
Especially since we don't have all that Giff anymore.
Lafdul will make a point after being asked to do this that, that is a means for me to cast in the phlogiston. I just need to find a elven temple to my deity, which are far and few between.
All right. Well, how about this?
Oh, is there anything in the ship that we could have taken?
No, there wasn't.
No.
No. All the food on there was Ryan, I believe.
No, I'm not talking about
he's
food.
on
I'm talking about.
artifacts.
I'm talking about. We disassemble one of the churches and rebuild it.
Oh,
I
no,
don't find
not for that, no.
No. It's a battery, essentially. It's still magic.
He needs a religious icon that's specially
Designed
constructed for
priesthood.
his faith and consecrated to his deity.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not something that he'd be able to do anyway.
A magic item.
Well, it's not strictly a magic item.
It's a magic battery.
I need a higher level priest of my order to do it.
Well, do you know if there's a church of your kind on Brawl?
Nope. That's why there are so few churches of my deity. Because
Then we
we're
might-
not allowed to pray at the same place twice, so that's why there's no temples generally.
Then
Did anyone-
Is there one on Realm Space?
Yeah, there'll be one in Realm Space.
Then maybe once we're done with this, we could have the Realm Space and get you one.
Oh, it doesn't have to be Realm Space. I just need to know the major elven city. There's probably one there.
Oh, that's the only one we know of that might have it for you.
Well, no, I'm just saying if we do research while we're doing downtime.
Yeah, I'm just saying we may go to Realm Space and get one for you if that's the only place
Well,
you know of.
If we're going back the way we came, we'll be passing by an Elven Navy base, won't we?
Yeah, but like a huge city.
Okay.
His deity is not so common and popular, and they don't typically build temples anyway.
Yeah, so that's what it needs to be, like a major city or something.
Yeah, it's a long-term thing, not a short-term thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do? Just go?
I think,
Well, Braxton recommends getting some food before we leave, but he'll.
well, where can we
allow-
get food? Because we've already funded out our area.
We've got a whole celestial body. If we have the battle dolphin up in orbit and Braxton starts on the repairs, the rest of you could take the orcs and go down and do some hunting. They're quite good at hunting, so.
But I'm not sure if. How long would that take? We might end up wasting food on this.
How
instead
much
of
food do you
gaining
reckon we'll
food.
get if we just spent one day doing it?
You don't know.
In a different area? Probably.
Yeah, I'd just say
about-
one day.
Let's.
don't know.
I can try one.
Well,
day.
how much did you get before for? We did 2 days of hunting before going off to the dragon, didn't
We
we?
got 300, I think, so about 150 we'll probably end up getting all less.
Right, roughly. Okay, so 150 per day. Is that worth the effort? How much do you eat?
We eat
Getting
a
that
lot.
amount of food.
Right now.
And I'm
in
supplementing the food
mechanical
as well, don't
terms,
forget.
We use 50
Yeah.
to 78 units per day.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said right now we use 78 units per day.
Right. So if you get 150, you're still better off.
I think with the spells we have, we will be fine getting to
I
the
will
next
trust our
port.
captain's opinion. If he says we're fine, we're fine.
Okay.
You know,
Did
I
we
know who
s-
to blame.
Because half the time, we're going to be spending traveling to the place. We'll be having most of our food taken care of with spells. So
Yes.
If
we
if
don't
we
have
see
the amount
any
of crew we used to either. So
Is Prime Space the nearest port?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the nearest one that you know of.
did we see any edible space creatures on the way here?
Fish.
We didn't run into anything, I don't remember.
So we should try to catch edible space creatures on the way back, maybe.
If we see them.
Yeah, it might be worth a diversion if we see something to stop.
Do we
go off.
have? Can we get some salt or something? Because we're going to need to preserve them. Because meat generally goes off pretty quick.
Oh yeah, that's true. We're pretty low on salt after the first 2 days of hunting.
Yeah. We would need to restock on salt in Prime Space too.
There's going to be
That would
like
be
some
that would be
salt
part of
shallows
that
on
would be
this.
part of the standard provisions.
Yeah.
I figured that's
Yeah.
what it was covered, but I was like, oh yeah, we did use a lot. It's like I don't think we have the resources to preserve much more food, anyways.
All right. In that case, should we go? Do you want to shuffle around the shift so someone's covering my shift so that I can spend more time repairing the ship? Would that help, Ald? Speed up repairs?
No, I mean you'd be able to oversee repairs during your shifts, your normal shift
Okay,
work.
cool.
You're just assigning the jobs. You've already made out the jobs.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean your chances are you're not actually doing much of the work yourself these days, especially with
Right.
as many crew as you have. Okay. Anything special that you guys want to do on the trip to Prime Space?
Oh,
If you're gonna do some spell research, now's the time to do it.
Or magic item identification, or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, we did get a bunch of magic items.
yeah, we don't have any
Nick.
pearls.
Yeah, we need pearls for that.
We don't have any pearls, so we need to...
No one has any pearls at all?
No pearls.
I've got pearls on my necklace. I think. Yeah, I don't think I want to give them up somehow.
I don't think we have any pearls.
Let me double check.
I don't have any pearls. I don't know about the rest of you.
No, all the gems I got, none of them are pearls.
No, I only keep sapphires and jets on me.
Alright, I just thought that someone had some, mentioned that they had some on hand. Alright, if not, then fair
at
enough.
one point in time I did, but we have since spent them.
Okay.
Also, didn't we have
Might
a
be a
pearl
good
that's
idea
worth
for
a lot
the-
more than what we need for
That was a big
identification?
pearl.
Might be a good idea to buy a bunch next time.
Yeah.
Sure, we still don't.
We did, and then I bet.
Oh no, we still have the big pearl.
Did we? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I
We
wouldn't
had-
use it.
We have that, and we have the extra large gem as well.
Well, we're gonna sell those eventually, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to do some legwork and to figure out what that big one could be used for, though.
Right.
Big pearl. Okay.
But
Harold,
first,
Mm-hmm.
Gems.
could I translate books using the translator? And then make more Elven research book? I mean, I've got downtime, so...
You would probably
Cool.
have better... You'd probably... It would probably be better spent, like, saying that you're learning to read Common for a future proficiency.
yeah.
Could Lafdul and I teach each other?
I
I
mean-
mean, Leva doesn't know how to read Elven, and Lafdul doesn't know how to read Common. It's
I've got 2 levels before I can learn that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can still say that you're spending the time learning.
Like I.
Would you teach me? Lafdul,
Yeah,
would you teach Leva?
Lafdul has no objections to teaching you if that's something you want to learn.
It's like
Yeah,
how
okay.
Yeldan.
Let's do an exchange then. Sort of start on it.
Okay.
Alright.
This is how the alphabet works. A.
No, I've
anything-
got a book. I've actually got a book from Elven to Common, so I can use that as a guide as well.
So the other problem with trying to do like written translations is that you need blank books to write it into.
Which we don't have.
Or
So you
We
said
have
we need to
plenty
buy
paper. We have
bookshelves.
lots of paper.
you have lots of paper, but not that
Paper,
much.
but
Not that
Yeah.
much.
All right, so we have to make a point of buying a load of files and buying a load of books.
You guys
Well, I mean,
ready?
keep
This
in
on
mind
your
that
shopping
books
list?
are expensive.
Lafdul, it may just be better for you to just focus on trying to learn Common and then get that language when you get
No,
the.
if she wants to learn her home language, she can. I'm learning an alien tongue.
All right. Anything else that other people want to spend time on the trip?
I wanted to preserve that head in sand. Like
Sand.
yeah, sand.
While
that
we're
a-
traveling, Yeldan will keep checking on it to make sure it's not going bad.
Okay. I mean,
It's little you can do about that. Unless
Mhm.
you have to, like,
Keep it in dry spot. Packed
If,
it in sand. Make sure it's bled.
yeah, I suppose.
Remove the
if Ock-
organs.
It's
If
the
Ocker's
head
up-
for the brain.
Mm-hmm.
If Ocker's up for more sparring, then Braxon will do some more sparring with the parts of the rod he hasn't used much.
okay.
Yeah, I'll practice with the battle axe, and I'm gonna keep the dragon scales stored in my room so I can work on making up armor designs.
Okay.
We were told we didn't have enough scales for armor.
No. He said he didn't say how many, if we had enough or not. He just said we got a whole bunch.
Oh, speaking of, can I have a scale? One scale?
I'll hand him a scale. Ald said that he wasn't gonna. He said he was gonna give us the amount once we actually get to an armament or something, so he can actually tell us.
Yeah.
And once you decide what you actually want to do, then I will let you know whether you have enough and
Yeah.
other details of it. Okay.
Right now I'm deciding either between scale mail or scale shield.
All right. Yep. Big man. Braxon.
Braxon thinks Ockar ought to make a miniature version of a scale.
Why not
And
make
then
a
it-
helmet?
Well, then he'll have a scale model.
Actually, yeah, scale helmet would be cool.
No, it will give protection against gases, and generally they're breathed in, so you'll probably be able to work later, get it
Yeah,
enchanted.
I will see if I can make designs on a scale helmet using this.
Okay. All right. So Braxon, you're going to be doing repairs as well.
Yep.
Okay. That
Doing
would
repairs, doing supervision of the crew.
I mean, there is a couple of things Lafdul wants to do, and I mean, I don't know how much. I mean, I did a little of training getting towards this planet, towards dual wielding the same weapon sizes, and obviously Yeldan was teaching me. How much more training do I need to do? Is this an ongoing thing?
It's an ongoing thing until until you have
I mean,
a free
if there's
proficiency
any downtime,
slot.
I get him to help me train, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I'm not
we should-
like
okay.
keeping track of you're doing 10 days of this, 3 days of this
it's
kind
like,
of thing.
It's like you're
Same
doing
with
this in the
learning to
background.
read.
It's
Yeah.
like me learning how to use daggers from you.
Right. It's basically
I'm
you're
just making you
setting
aware,
up
that's all.
you're setting up your future proficiency choices. That's what you're doing right now.
Yes.
I'm
So that
hoping part,
as
I'm
soon as
hoping that-
if you were in the middle of that that crashed crown ship and you went up a level, then you could immediately have proficiency in that because it just
Oh.
that's when it clicks.
I just realized.
Yeah?
I want to take spellcraft first, so maybe I could get level to teach me spellcraft.
that's a non-weapon.
Right? No, but
Yeah,
he's talking about what he wants to spend time on.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Still be learning both
I
of them.
think
Yeah, you can
I
learn.
teach
you
him?
can, yeah, you can be discussing that.
Anyone who's got the
Yeah.
proficiency is professional in the field.
Well, you'd be getting a non-weapon proficiency every 3 levels, and a weapon proficiency every 4 levels, right?
It doesn't matter right
It's
now.
different
This
from
is
I'm
this is
getting
just
one next level, and I'm getting one
this
again.
is just setting up future proficiency when they
Yep.
take it. You can
Fine.
basically study all the things at one time if you want. I don't care. I'm not gonna take that much thing. This is just over the course of the trip.
Okay.
But it's
So if he
important. We
wants
need to
if he
tell you
wants to be
exactly.
if he wants to be learn getting ready to take reading, writing, common, spellcraft, all the other things, that's fine.
I just realised something important.
Okay.
What?
we should probably install the magical ballista first.
Yes.
Well,
So,
your department.
where does everyone think we should put it?
The shuttle. Replace the ballista on the shuttle.
Can we actually fire the shuttle ballista on the big ship?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, put it on the shell.
Yeah.
So
Is
that's
that where
the
we have
forward
the
weapon,
best-
is it?
Mhm.
Okay. What are we going to do with that one? Put it in the hold, or have we got somewhere
Yeah,
else for it
put
to
it in
go?
the-
Put on hold.
Just put it in the hold for now.
We can pawn it off, right?
Well, we can also lose a bit of cargo space and have an extra weapon, can't we?
We could keep it in the hold and use it as a backup weapon in case one of our ballistas gets destroyed.
Yeah, I
That's-
can keep it.
That's true. All right. How long will that take, Ald?
It doesn't take very long to dismount and mount a new weapon. I mean, you can get that done in a day.
Okay.
I do have one more thing.
Mhm.
We need to see to the funerals.
All right.
Funeral for all the dead crew.
You want to do that on the like first day up in space kind of thing?
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask
What
Lafdul
do
to
we
help
send?
me out with this and the
I
other
could help
priest.
out too.
And Ockar, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your people are non-religious, though. You're the Giff, anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you guys can help me out still.
Or last rites, so to speak.
This is like a. So you're planning on shooting them into the sun?
Yeah. That's
Yes.
how it's done.
Probably, yeah.
Really.
That's
Ald
similar
was
to a Norse-
mentioning.
That's similar to Norse funerals. I can help you with that.
Ald was mentioning that was the generally proper way.
When you say
Well,
shooting them
a
into the
burial
sun,
at space essentially is the proper
Okay.
way for Giff, which
Yeah.
firing into the sun is fine. I mean, as that
We
adding
end up
them to
building a long ship.
the matter of the sphere kind of thing and stuff like that.
when
Okay,
you
so
say
maybe-
firing them into the sun, do you mean out of a catapult?
No.
No.
No,
Throwing
shoving
them
them off.
overboard,
Push 'em off.
shoving them off.
ship
No,
in
we
the
basically
direction.
put them on like a small ship or something and then push them out into space.
Well, you could just do a board,
Yeah, in this case. 'cause
wrap
we
them in
don't
a
have the
shroud, put them
resources.
on a board, tie them to it, and then let them drift out of the air envelope in the proper direction.
Yeah. So I would have. The Ockar recommends a long ship just because that's how the Norse do it.
Yeah, we've got a resident shipbuilder, haven't we? You know, we just need to stay here for another month.
Are you serious? You want to have a long ship
joking.
built?
Jesus Christ.
No,
It's
not
just-
you.
it's
I was
just-
talking to.
It's just a recommendation. That's how we do it. But
No.
you do you.
You know what you could do? You could whittle a long ship for each of the crew members.
The Norse
I have
funeral.
some wood.
The Norse funeral is for warriors. We normally build a long ship, and then puts them out, and then set the long ship alight with fire arrows.
Sounds good, but we don't have time.
Mhm.
Yes.
So, would you like to make a symbolic long ship?
Mhm.
I've got some wood. You can whittle a long ship shape, and give each one
I
a
would normally.
figurative.
I
making
would,
this too
but
complicated.
they don't follow Norse gods, so it probably doesn't matter.
We're making it too complicated. We're gonna do like a little ceremony and then shut them off into space.
All right.
On a
Say
board.
Higgimus.
Higgimus, is there anything that you want to say as you send them off?
I, as a player, don't know what I would say, but I'm sure Higgimus, as a character, would definitely know the proper
The
things to
best.
say.
The most loyal gift.
I think
Right.
I think that would be. What was that proficiency you have? Etiquette.
Yes.
That'd be an etiquette roll.
No, Asher. I mean, Higgimus would
Well,
not
that's
need
a
to
player
do
thing.
an etiquette roll to properly send off Giff. That's
He just
not
has
even
to do etiquette.
that doesn't even require a roll.
Okay.
So
Um,
Some
you
things you just need the proficiency for.
you
do you want to?
you make a quick speech about the glories and that await the
service.
Giff, and how proud you were to serve with them, and then off they go in the direction of the sun.
Braxon salutes each one as they go.
Yeah,
I do a
I'm sure
small
there's
prayer
something
here.
along those lines.
Probably.
Yep,
I do a
the
small
crew
prayer
are doing that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Those who are not on duty. All right. Anything else? There was, some teary eyes as Runthus. You bid farewell to Runthus and the other Giff.
Yeah, that's the one that gets me the most.
Lafdul
been
would
with you for a
mention
while.
if there's like spare dragon scales, you could probably make a medal out of a few spare scales. Maybe some broken ones or something.
Okay, we're not going to nickel and dime these scales.
Yeah, come on, let's just go.
I'm able to give one away. The rest is we have to figure out what to do. We're not giving out too many
That's
of these.
fine. That's fine. I was doing it for flavor.
I would remind you that I blew those up, says Braxon.
What, scales?
Yeah, you're saying they're your scales.
I'm the
Didn't
one.
offer any meat
I'm
to
not.
me.
I'm not saying that they're mine. I'm saying that I'm the weaponsmith, and that I have to figure out what we can do with it. Armorsmith. The armorsmith, and I have to figure out what we can do with them.
We can barb the ship with them.
No,
Speaking
there's
of-
not nearly enough for the ship.
Speaking of Yeldan, can you do anything with the talents? Can you make a dagger out of them?
One of the
Lafdul's
things
always
I was
up for a
thinking of,
dagger.
actually. The other, I know I'm keeping one for.
No, that's fine.
Something
I'd
else,
say
but-
you get priority on that. It's just I'd be interested if there's any spare. That's all.
There's a. Well, how many claws does a dragon? Does a dragon have?
Yeah, but
'Cause I got
talons are
them all.
usually like the main.
I think they usually have like 4 on each foot. 5.
No.
All?
They have
Talon's like the big
4, I
one.
believe.
4 on
4?
each foot.
So then there's 4 feet, so that's
16.
20, 16.
So 16 attempts to make a dagger.
All right, so
Can I do-
Braxon, go ahead and give me a carpentry check for the first week of work as you get underway. And
Ooh,
What's your normal? What's your thing?
yeah, I'm just looking.
Lafdul, you're casting create food and water
I'm
twice every day.
staggering. Oh yeah, before we're leaving, yeah, I'm casting it twice a day.
Okay.
I need to check that.
I've got 16.
That decanter's going to be ready. I need 3 vials somehow.
I don't think we're gonna have the vials at this point. We're gonna be buying a bunch when we get back to Brawl.
I mean, I can do only 2 healing potions. It's going to run out by the time we get to port, I reckon.
Levin wants to cast Omen before we leave as well.
Okay. Let's see.
I have
Right.
bells in the background for casting the spell.
The bells. The bells.
Okay, so Omen. Let me go ahead and roll.
Don't forget Wild Search.
Yep, I was just thinking that. Okay.
Turn to the wilds.
So keep in mind that every day you're only using up 38 man days worth of food, Yeldan, because Lafdul's making up for the rest of that.
Didn't we try to wrangle Julian to do it before we get to the Fudgestone? Because I only
I
asked her
don't know.
if she
She
could
might
actually
not be
cast.
able to cast it.
You were asking her about that, and she was very evasive, and she never offers. So.
Alright, well, no, she's not offering. She's not offering.
Oh.
And besides,
Okay.
she has that freaking food thing that allows her to eat.
Quite convenient now.
So we probably don't have to feed her.
She probably wants some variety.
All right.
Sure,
Leva. So the omen that you get is that great danger exists.
Really?
Omen's not very exact, so.
Is that for the next few days, or is that in general? I mean, we do know that great danger exists in general.
It's for the next leg of the trip.
Okay, I'll pass that on to the others.
Higgimus sighs.
Well, be ready then. That's all we can do, because we need to get moving.
Where are we keeping this tree seed, by the way?
Imagine the treasury.
Okay, that's fine with me. All right, so it takes you 12 days to get to the sphere wall.
12 days?
12 days. Right. I'm staggering... I can't do nothing with the dig hands if people say they ain't got potions. Alright, so... I'm staggering out the temporary healing potions, the one every day.
Just figure out how many you have. So
yeah, I'm trying to minimize the...
Okay. So those 12 days, Lafdul was able to create food and water.
Doing pure food.
Create food.
Have enough water.
Yeah. You don't need the water. Are you going to do one day of that in the Phlogiston, or are you going to get other spells?
No, I'm getting other spells in the Phlogiston.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
We might not need the water, but we should use it.
No, it's create food or water. I mean, you can mix it and match. But
right, got you.
If he creates all that food, he can't create any water. So
I can create the water every day.
And you've got plenty of water.
Yeah, we got 1,000 barrels worth of water.
You can probably try and figure out how often you can use that water ring.
I can use it every day. I think we figured that out. Yeah.
Once
a day.
Hey, that means we can have baths if we somehow get like a large barrel or something.
Okay,
Some
so
luxuries.
Braxon, after 1 week, you do manage to repair one hull point. You're immediately starting on repairing another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want me to change the ship?
Whoever's keeping track of the hull points, go ahead and bump that up by 1.
Swim.
I've done it.
Okay. All right, so
we've got 3 more.
You enter the Phlogiston and begin to make your way back to Prime Space. Braxon.
Oh, are we healing?
Yeah, everyone's completely healed at this point.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
We're fully healed.
Yeah, everyone can be fully healed. Braxon, give me another proficiency check.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
Oh.
Okay. Unfortunately,
that last week work's gone.
Yeah, this week of work, it's just been fouled. You realize that the wood that you picked up, looks like it seemed okay on the outside, but as you were working, it was rotted on the inside. And that week's worth of work was just worthless, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So that means we go down a hole?
No, so
no,
he just didn't repair. He just didn't get a hull point repaired in that week. All right.
That sucks. Okay.
Braxon, give me another proficiency check again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, while you were doing inspection of that work, you notice that some stuff that you did not work on appears to have been gnawed on, or something. It hasn't done enough damage yet to cause any real harm, but there's definitely something was gnawing on it, and you think it was fairly recent.
Braxon calls an emergency meeting with the officers that are awake, and says, It looks like we got something on our hull, chewing away at the hull.
Do you know
Lafdul
what?
can fly
what
over and give the ship a
okay.
once over.
Yeah, if we get the boat off, we can do a full inspection.
I can just fly over.
Yeah, okay.
I
can
mean,
do-
if
I was gonna ask what shift is Braxon again, because I don't remember.
I have a fly spell, so if someone wants to go with Lafdul, Braxon, I mean, you might be the best one.
let me look
Okay.
at- I've got my. I need to find my list of.
well, it's first,
Who's on what
first
shift?
I was just doing
I
it
don't-
just
I
to
don't think
confirm
Lafdul
or deny.
are awake at the
List
same
off?
time.
Sorry, Old. List of what?
Who's on what shift?
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
okay.
I don't think Lafdul and Levar are on at the same time.
No, we're on separate.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you both wouldn't be awake.
Okay.
So it's Yeldan, Lafdul, Braxon, and Paris is on the helm.
Alright. I'll just as
I-
if I'm not as long as I'm
I'll-
not gonna fly off into phlogiston space, whatever you call it, then I'll fly over the ship after
Well,
you would have mentioned
I suppose Braxton can hang down with a rope.
I mean, if I confirm something, then we'll put up a plan, basically.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is confirming your suspicions. Or if I'm uncertain, then obviously we'll have to get you to check.
Is my cat still around?
Your
You know,
cat's still around, yeah?
Still fresh and available to eat.
You know, we could get Yeldan to look at the bit of wood that was chewed
Yeah, that's
and
what I
see
was
if he can
thinking.
identify what it was.
That's a good point.
How are you going to get Yeldan to this wood? It's on the outside.
I would have thought that he could sit on the same bosun's chair that Braxton would have looked at when he was hanging over the side, spotting this.
All right,
Problem.
that's fine.
Yeah, because this thing's. We can just walk around this thing, right? The ship, since we're in space now.
No.
No, you'd fall to the gravity plane.
Yeah, you would.
That's why I have to fly.
Yeah.
And I do it.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, Yeldan, give me a. You don't have animal lore, do you?
No.
All right. Give me a survival check.
Nope.
Okay. No. Whatever it is, you're not familiar with it. So you can't you don't know what's caused this gnawing.
Is there an angle where you can see through one section of the hull in order to see through one section of the hull with my ring to see where that damage is? Like looking straight down from like an overhang or something? I could lend Braxon my ring, see if you can see it.
I mean, you could.
It's on the outside though.
Yeah,
so-
it's on the outside. You could just go to whatever part of the ship it is on the inside.
That's
is it
true.
the same on the inside and the outside, or
Well, no,
Yeah,
I mean if you're
fair
just
enough.
looking through, I mean but the gnawing is on the outside.
well, no, I want to look on the outside from the inside by looking through another section of
Oh,
the
you
ship.
think that you
But
can?
you can't like I mean if you're not fully penetrating the wood, all you're seeing is wood.
Oh, it goes through all wood, no matter.
Well, I mean,
Because
if there's a hollow space inside the wood, yeah, but I mean we're talking
To
about
see
wood
the
planks.
other end of the room, so to speak, which would have like a wooden wall.
I'm not
So-
exactly sure
alright.
what you're asking.
All right, say if I look into a room and it's this room's completely made out of wood, yeah. I look into the room and I look through the first wooden wall, which is like an exterior part of the wall, and I can see the entire room, yeah.
Within certain limitations.
All right, could I see like the other side of a wooden wall if the room was small enough, or would I not be able to see it because it's made out of the same material? Because that's my point. My point is that I look through one of the side of the ship to see outside into the phlogiston, but
Yeah.
also onto another part of the ship.
No, you can't. I mean, the ship isn't convoluted that way.
All right, yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out.
It doesn't like spiral around on itself or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like on the over the edge.
Well,
like,
look at the picture. It does. Why would you ever think it could?
Klein
Oh.
bottle ship.
Let him ask. I just wasn't sure. I was just having trouble picturing what you were.
He was trying to do.
Yeah, what you were trying to do.
It's shaped like a bent dolphin, so think of looking out of a banana and trying to see a banana.
We figured it out. We figured it out. All right, so.
Where on the ship is this damage?
The damage it's on the side, opposite to the cargo doors.
Right.
So, you definitely do need the bosun's chair to get to that.
Yeah, we'd have to go down from the bit where the ship's boat is at the top.
Yeah.
We should also check the.
We
should
check
also
inside.
check the cargo deck.
Yeah, check the inside for damage as well.
Well, if Lafdul wants to look through the wall from the cargo deck, we can check the cargo hold while we're at it. Because we've got to go through there to get to the top to get you to drop down in the bosun's chair.
Right, but Lafdul can just fly around.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a short time, but yeah.
That was the whole point of me doing it, so you could confirm whether or not.
Should we bring the ship to a halt so that if you fly outside
I fly at the same speed as the ship.
Yeah, but if you fly outside of the air envelope, you'll disappear.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't want... What?
I'm staying relatively close to the ship.
If he leaves the ship's air envelope, he will drop to tactical speed and disappear at the speed of 1,000 miles a day in the opposite direction of the direction we're traveling.
Wait, why does he want to leave the air envelope?
I'm not saying he does. I'm saying if he does it by mistake,
right,
it will be safer for us to say, "All stop."
All right, we'll stop for a very brief moment then while I do this.
I mean, unless you're waking up Higgimus, you're in charge, Braxon. So if you say "all stop,"
yeah. Braxon orders tells the helmsman what's happening, tells him to all stop the ship, and stand by for Lafdul to fly around the ship to inspect for damage.
All right. Okay. How long can you fly for?
I know more than 10 minutes. Give me a sec.
Braxon tells
Yeldan's gonna look on the inside for damage.
Braxon orders the ship's lookouts to look for anything on the hull of the ship.
So I will send you a message.
Now you just tell me how long. I don't.
3d4 plus 2 rounds level.
All right, so 3d4 plus 10. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so you can get 13 to 22 minutes. All right.
I would probably do minimum.
Yeah, well, I mean, but see, again, you know, I mean, if it stops, you just drop down to the gravity plane. Someone can throw a rope out to you and draw you back. But that makes a good, you know, I mean, that confirms the decision to stop the ship.
Yeah.
All right, so you start flying around and inspecting. How close are you flying to the hull? Like just a couple feet, or are you going like 10, 15 feet away to try to see more at a time?
At first I'm just I'm being quite far away, just observing in general, finding like spots. And when I found a spot, I'll go close.
Okay, give me an intelligence check, please.
Oh.
Don't make a critical fail.
13.
Okay, as you are flying around, you see something that you're pretty sure should not be there. It appears to be a small spiky ball. Total width maybe 6 inches to a foot, somewhere in there. And it's actually a similar color to the hull, which is you're glad you noticed it. 6 inches to a foot.
6 inches to a foot. Can I try and knock it off from a ring?
You can try.
Yeah, I'll try. If it takes too long, then I won't do it.
I gotta figure out what the strength on this thing is
Just like, yeah, because I just get level to make me fly later
Yank
on,
it
and
off
then just
and throw it
yank
to
them
the
off one at a time
Phlogiston.
without even having to engage them.
This is when the thing eats Lafdul.
Lafdul's going to be so sad.
Okay.
Die by a small spiky thing.
Give me an attack roll.
Ah. Knave. 1d20. Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Oh!
I ripped the hull out.
You rip it away from the hull of the ship.
I try to keep hold of it, so I'm going to fly up onto the ship so Braxon can actually see it.
Okay, as you do so, as you pull it away from the ship hull, some of the spikes on it fire out at you.
I can't tumble out of the way while flying, can I?
No, and not when using the ring either.
No, so I'm flat-footed, I guess.
You're concentrating.
Hey, AC surprise to 7.
Do any of the ship's lookout see this, Old?
No, it's not an angle that's easy to see. So some of the spines fly out at you, but they do miss you.
Oh, they do. I'm trying to focus on pulling this thing up with me, my ring.
Okay, you're pulling it up to the deck.
I'm pulling up to Braxon.
Okay.
Onto the ship, so Braxon can see it. I was like, I found one. Tried to attack me.
You're not gonna just throw it into the Phlogiston? Come on.
No. I want Braxon to know what this is, because Lafdul's not the best at explaining these things.
Right.
Well, it looks like a initiative. We need a token.
Yeah, I'm actually going to bring you over to the map right now.
Really? I didn't think it was significant enough to consider combat.
Can Braxon shoot an arrow into it?
Well, so
you're saying no, object, like throw over, then I'll just let go.
This is more for determining the order of operations. I mean, but I am going to need you to roll initiative based on what you plan to do. Right now, Lafdul has brought it up, and it has fired some spines at him, and he's going to be plopping it down at Braxon's feet.
I didn't think he was going to let it go. I thought he was just going.
Yeah, it's like, as I'm bringing it in, are you going to object?
Braxon's going to shoot it.
So, you don't even know exactly what it is.
Yeah, I've got no idea. I'm just bringing it up.
Well, Braxon doesn't even know what it is.
He doesn't know what it is, but he's going to shoot
levitating it up, and you're just gonna shoot something at it. Okay. All right.
You might be able to work out a defense against it. Study it.
And Lafdul, are you just gonna continue with your ring?
If he's just gonna shoot it, then I was like,
throw it out of the air envelope. It's gone.
Oh, someone can squish it or something. I don't know.
Are you just focusing on moving it with your ring?
I'm just gonna keep it in the air. If they're gonna shoot it down, they're gonna shoot it down. They're gonna lose the arrows, though.
All right, give me then roll initiative with +3 for using your ring. I think that's what it is. I'll double check. Okay. Well, that determines your reactions. Okay.
Lafdul wasn't expecting them to just shoot it.
All right. Well,
it's eating the ship. It's obviously
but you don't even know that yet. This is just something that he's found. Whether this is the thing that's actually eating it or not, you don't know yet.
Fair enough.
But
Lafdul's like, "Hey, look what I found! Wait, why are you shooting me?"
Lafdul brings it in close to Braxon, close-ish.
Yeldan's making his way up to the top deck to see what's going on.
I suppose Braxon could hold on his action, can't he? Or not hold, because that doesn't exist.
Yeah, you're just reacting to the situation.
Was below deck to see if he could find any damage on the inside of the ship.
Yeah, Lafdul's shouting up that he's found something.
So as it comes up, Braxon, a spine from this the spiky ball thing, fires out and hits you.
Oh, he's definitely shooting it then.
If I know it's just hurt Braxon, I'm just going to throw it over.
And it hits you for 6 points of damage a spine hits you, and I need you to give me a saving throw versus poison.
Oh,
Really?
right.
Poisonous.
Oh,
High is better. Yeah, you failed that.
oh.
Okay. You feel a little nauseous as that starts as that spine hits you.
Is that
Does it
effect
stop?
obvious?
Does it stop Braxon shooting it?
No, it doesn't.
Question. Is that effect obvious?
No.
No, he's just looking a little pale, maybe, if anything,
Okay.
at the moment.
So your turn,
Upon
Yeldan.
I noticing it attack. Oh, I'll let Yeldan go. Stop his ass.
Oh, actually, it didn't even add you to the turn order anyway.
As soon as I realised its intent, and I was like, I mean, I knew it attacked me, but I didn't realise it could do it multiple times.
Do you want to have another go at being in the turn order?
I'm putting him in.
No.
It doesn't matter, I'm last anyway. Well, it seems to.
Yeah. All right, Yeldan, what are you doing?
I was just moving to the deck because
Okay.
I wasn't there.
Okay, you
just
you
hear
get up on
commotion.
deck just in time to see the spiky ball fire a spine. It actually fired 2 spines, but one of them missed Braxon. One of them does lodge into him, though. All right, Braxon?
Braxon's going to shoot the thing that just shot at him.
All right.
Lafdul hopes he's not in line of fire.
This little thing's what's going to kill us all.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wonder if this was the great danger.
What's your Thaco?
Thaco is... Sorry. Thaco for arrows is 14.
Okay.
You might have a modifier magical bow.
It's a pretty small thing, so you do miss.
Right.
Lafdul.
Alright, Lafdul's throwing it overboard.
Okay.
Out of the air envelope.
Yeah. In alongside the ship, you know, not like directly behind us.
Alongside? Why alongside?
Either port or what's the other one?
You're
left
on.
or right,
You're on
yes.
port. You're on the port side.
Yeah.
Braxon says stick it in the catapult.
No, just it sticks.
I've got it
Obviously.
attached to my ring, and I just shoots it off.
Just throw it out of the envelope.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it off.
Okay. You're just gonna drop it off into the gravity plane and
Yeah.
let it drift out. Okay. All right.
I observe it for as long as I can.
Yeah, it drifts out.
Yeah, I suspect there's probably
Let's look
more
for
of them.
more of them. There might be more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I can't do that now. We'll have to get leather to make one of us fly or something.
I feel slightly unwell. I think I'm still okay.
Yeah, can I do a healing proficiency check to check the poison?
Yes, you can. Give me a healing proficiency check.
Can I do herbalism as well for helping for poison or not?
That's for curing it, not for checking what it is.
Oh, yeah, that's past just. It's on the mark.
Okay. You examine the wound, pull out the spine, and look at it.
I'm also taking notes because I'm making a book on poisons.
Okay, that's fine. Braxon, you're feeling nauseous, headachy, and feverish now.
Yeah.
Does he
And
look like he's getting worse?
so, Lafdul, you're looking at it, and you think that this is going to kill him.
Oh, alright.
Maybe I should lie down. I really don't feel well.
I will just use the ointment on him. As far as Lafdul's concerned, he thinks he's going to die for him. He's going to use the ointment. He's not going to use a regular thing. Not with something like this.
Okay.
Even if he's wrong in his misdiagnosis.
All right.
I use the Kung's ointment.
All right.
It'll also heal him.
That does heal. Well, that's going to fully heal.
1d4 plus 8. So yeah.
So yeah, it's going to
Free
feel
use
that
stuff.
fully heals you. And after just a few moments, the you're beginning to sweat and everything like that, and that goes away. Your headache is gone, and the wound looks fine now.
Yeah, Lafdul's like, we better not get hit by those things. Maybe Leva
Yeah.
can make the person invisible as well. If I'm invisible and I'm flying, I'm just pulling them off my ring.
Oh yeah, definitely make sure that there's more of those.
They don't know what's pulling them off.
All right, so you want to wait until
Wouldn't-
Leva's awake,
Yeah,
or do you want to wake her up?
make. No, I let her rest. Something that should be done on her shift.
Okay.
We can do it. Well, we're having meals when we change shifts, aren't we?
Yeah, she won't have the spells necessarily prepared. It will have to be the day after.
Yeah.
Are you
Unless
normal?
you-
have-
Wouldn't that be considered a aggressive act?
Possibly, because he did have to roll an attack action for it.
They were
Pulling
asked
them
in
off?
her sleep.
Well,
Yeah.
Leva, do you have you been normally memorizing a fly spell?
I have one fly spell, and I'm just checking invisibility.
I
have
wonder-
I have one invisibility, and one fly.
Okay, so those are the normal spells that you've been memorizing in the Phlogiston.
Yep.
Okay.
I wonder if the spellcasters could leave each other notes for when they wake up to say, before you prepare your spells, please come and talk to me.
I don't know. I'd probably just visit her as she's studying or something.
Yeah.
By the way, Braxon, you're fully healed.
Okay.
All right, so
I didn't even take any points off. Oh yeah, no, I did, didn't I?
yeah, you did. I would hope
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I did. I took 6 off.
So
All right, so when shift change happens, you guys are meeting. Lafdul, Braxon, and Yeldan. You fill in everyone else on what happened.
Yep.
Yep.
that
Could
sounds
I-
pretty bad.
Could I devote time into trying to develop an antidote for it?
Well, my concern is we still got
several
we
of
still
them,
quite
probably.
got quite a lot of the ship to repair, and this thing could kill some of our crew. So we might have to hold off on the repairs and go out and search the rest of the ship and get rid of any of these things.
That's
Mhm.
probably a good idea.
So, I have
Alright, so-
invisibility and fly, so I could actually make someone invisible. But you have to know if pulling them off is considered aggressive, then you'll be visible after the first one.
Oh, Lafdul can. How much? How was it affecting you, Braxon? How was it affecting your concentration? Because if I get hit by one of those things, I'm going to lose my concentration.
I
most likely.
felt very unwell.
It didn't affect his concentration, though.
I still managed to fire an arrow.
Yeah, firing arrows not exactly.
We had to concentrate to aim.
Yeah, I suppose. Alright, no, it's not instant.
I mean, as unwell as you felt, it actually didn't feel that
What if I
bad
command
initially.
the rope
It felt
to
fairly
tie around them?
minor, Braxon, initially. But Lafdul, you were pretty sure that it would have killed him eventually. Just based on what you were seeing and stuff like that, and that's what you were convinced of.
The other thing is we do have 2 ships, so we can take off in the launch. Then we can inspect the underside of the launch from our main ship, and then we can fly the launch around the main ship. So I should say the blade in the hilt. So we could fly around in the hilt and inspect the blade.
Mm-hmm.
So if we were to do that, if we do a quick inspection of the hilt first, we could move our shifts around so that we're all able to do this together.
We do know the spellcaster.
Yeah, we would lose a spellcaster to the.
Yeah. Okay,
I
so we
mean,
have
if-
one day when we sit in the Phlogiston or something,
Yeah, that's fine.
or we have one day when one of you 2 jumps on the helm after we do an inspection of the ship to catch up, or something like that. And then we can get back to doing our work and fixing the hull. Because we've lost a week's work already, so we want to catch up.
When I saw one, when I yanked off, how was it attached to the ship?
Give me an intelligence check. Okay, you saw exactly how it was. It had kind of a sticky foot, kind of like a slug or a snail.
All right, yeah, mask kind of thing. All right, so I was thinking if does Lava know the grease spell, so you might maybe be able to slide them off.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not. Just a moment. I'll have a
I
quick.
can't remember if you need that spell. Well, I would try and convey that, might be able to slide them off. I mean, I got an oil slippery. That's an expensive solution for like one.
Look around, look for any more, because who knows if those.
Yeah,
things
there's going to be several of them. I mean, I want to try that method. I mean, with invisibility and flying, I just try pulling them off, see if I become visible.
All right, so
not directly attacking them. I'm pulling them off.
Okay, so you're gonna have Leva cast fly
if she's
invisibility
not
on you.
Yeah.
Leva, is that fine with you?
Yes.
All right.
I was just checking out my spells to see whether I have anything that might help.
Okay. Let's see.
It's based on whether or not I become visible after pulling them off. So it's a good method to test out the limitations of invisibility as well.
This is not an amorph, isn't it? No, it isn't.
All right, so Lafdul, you with the benefits of the fly and invisibility, you go off and start searching the hell.
I search for numbers first before I start pulling them off. I search to see how many there are.
Okay,
because
so
I assume they're not attacking me while I'm invisible.
All right. You find 2 of them. 2 more.
Only 2.
Yep.
I attempt to. I attempt to.
Second one and only see one of them at a time, maybe.
Yeah. Is there any angles that I can get where only one could attack?
No. They're pretty close together.
Well, I'm going to have surprise modifier on them if I suddenly become visible. I'm going to bail as soon as I become visible if I notice, after pulling one off.
Okay. So you're going to use the ring to yank another one off?
Yeah, initially.
Okay.
I'm trying not to be hostile about it. I'm trying to pull them off. But,
you do become visible. You do become visible.
Alright.
Yeah, roll that attack roll.
And...
Do I roll attack, I guess, +4?
Yes.
Or not? Do I get +4?
Yes, you do.
Nice.
16.
Okay. You do yank that one off. The other one does not fire any spines at you.
I'm going to stay there and attempt to pull off another one while I've got the surprise modifier.
Well, you're throwing this one off into the phlogiston.
Yeah, I'm throwing it completely off.
Okay.
Well, I've got the opportunity.
Before it can shoot at you, hopefully.
All right, give me another
attack
roll.
Shoot, but... Nah.
Okay. Unfortunately, this one resists your attempts to pull it off. It does fire some spines at you, but they do miss. Are you gonna try again?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep trying.
There
we go.
Okay.
Does it make a flyby?
Well, I mean, I assume that you'd try to throw it away from you.
Yeah,
as
no,
opposed to
I'm wondering,
towards you.
as I'm throwing it away, it's making a flyby attack at me.
Yeah, but it does fire some more spines at you.
Oh, did they hit?
And one of them does hit for 4 points of damage, and I need you to make a saving throw versus poison.
I have a 9.
Good thing you have that ointment on you, right?
Yeah. I knew I fail, I think. I have 9, a +1 from a ring. I don't know if anything else gives me...
You actually feel fine.
Do I?
Yep.
You might put the poison. You might put the ointment.
Yeah,
on
Lafdul's skeptical about this, though. He's as far as he's concerned, he's got 2 of them. That's all I can see, right?
Yes, that's all you saw.
And how badly is the damage? How bad is the damage?
The damage isn't too bad on the hull. You do see a couple of old spines stuck in the wood, though.
I pulled them out with a ring, and I'm also trying to assess myself.
All right.
As I'm doing
Are
this.
you gonna keep one of the spines?
Yeah, maybe. But you don't need to know that.
I knew it.
It's going to be a holy symbol.
Well, I mean, you feel fine.
Yeah, I know. So far, you know, it might be a delayed poison.
All right.
I mean, Lafdul doesn't know what he rolled, so to speak. You know, I mean, he's gonna pull out the spikes and try and collect a few if he can.
Lafdul's failed his save versus paranoia.
Freaking Lafdul's always paranoid, though. Remember that whole Jewel, figure out what Jewel's up to thing? Probably still trying to do that.
He's gonna stick them in one. He's gonna empty out a temporary healing potion and stick them.
I think they're a lot bigger than that, right?
Can they not fit in a
Yeah,
vial?
they're pretty long.
Damn it.
And I guess the poison just leaks out. Unless I got some way of containing it.
I mean, either that or it just dries out or loses its efficacy.
Alright, no, I do prize many and I collect as many as I can.
Are they
the
big
moment.
enough? Big enough for Lafdul to use them as daggers?
No.
If
I
they're
just
a
collect them for the
dagger-
moment. I'll have to look over my inventory, see if I've got anything I can throw away.
Do they look like big versions of manticore spikes?
No. They're hollow. They're hollow tubes.
Right.
How is stuff preserving in my dimensional thing? My thing.
Well, the containers are airtight, but you can't make them vacuums. So
it
I mean,
still rots slowly. It's
yeah.
just slower.
yeah, things would still rot in there.
Lafdul's gonna try and.
Well, the
No, he's
spikes, right?
he's gonna sacrifice
organic.
one of his temporary healing potion vials for storing the venom in that.
They don't. You
Can I not
can't.
do
You
that or
can't.
not?
No, you can't. Like milk the spine for venom that way.
What about the one that he just got stuck with?
No, that would have been injected into me. Oh, I mean, I'll just hold on to them for as long as they last, then I guess, if I've got no way of storing them.
Well, I imagine that the spines, they're not fleshy or anything like that.
Yeah, but once they've been detached from the host, they're exposed and it's going to dry up.
Yeah, I mean, you don't think that you have any way to store this. Plus, you don't have any skill with preserving.
Alright, can I study them for developing an antidote then?
Yeah, I mean,
This is what I'm going to spend the next week doing or something. I don't know, however long I get spare.
okay.
Because I'm writing a book on potential cures for poisons in case, Lafdul falls down. Someone's got some reference guide, even if it's written in Elven. Or the Yeldan can read it.
Okay. All right.
You're the healer of the
So you
I
you
know,
do
but
another
if I fall unconscious...
you do another quick check, and you do not see anything else on the hull. Any others of those? You weren't preemptively using the ointment, were you?
No.
Okay. Did you mark down the damage that you took? 4 points of damage.
Oh. No. I've got cure light wounds. I'd use that myself.
All right, go ahead and use it.
1d8.
Do I get more than 4? Yes.
Yes, you do. All right, so you're fully healed. Okay. Anything else that you want to do then? Are you?
Do you tell people you got deck?
Yeah, no, I tell them, and I'm just gonna tell them I'm studying the poisons to see if I can come up with an anti-venom.
Okay, well then, if you tell us that you got stuck, Yeldan's keep an eye on you to make sure that you don't.
Yeah, I'll make sure someone's always with me.
Because of poison.
Yeah, I'll have the ointment ready just in case.
All right, so just getting back to the trip.
What do we call these creatures? I've got a note of it. So I'm writing these notes down, quite literally, in-game. Book of Toxology. Contains information about the following. Round scabbard, poisonous gas, toxic bile study, and whatever this is.
Well, I mean...
Well, you could ask Jewel if she knows what they are, because we don't.
Yeah, I'll ask around various people. They know.
Jewel says that she doesn't know what they're called, but she understands that the Neogi prize them pretty highly. From
Are they
your
edible?
description.
Because of the poison.
She says no, not to humans. In fact,
okay.
as she's heard, Neogi have special chefs that prepare them just so, in a way to not make them poisonous when eating them.
Is that like that rare delicacy on real life in Japan?
Yeah.
They do
Kind of.
Right.
It's like sushi.
Yeah, I forgot what you call it. Yeah, fugu.
Pufferfish, sorry. Cool.
Okay, so if we've made the ship safe, Braxton's going to want to make another quick inspection, see if they've done any more damage.
So you're gonna inspect the area of the hull that they were on.
Yeah. And this is when I find out that Lafdul didn't find them all.
Give
As far
me
as Lafdul's
a
concerned, he has.
give me a carpentry check. Go ahead and do a DM roll. Oh, well,
Oh,
anyway.
sorry. I'll do another one as a DM roll, shall I?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oof.
GM, is it?
That does that too.
Yeah, /GM roll.
Oh,
Yeah, roll one word.
gee. Yeah, hang on.
Okay, Braxon, you're inspecting the boards, and you're pretty sure that something got injected into those boards where the Lafdul found the spines stuck in.
I was pulling those spines out I mentioned.
So maybe I should change those boards.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and then that's going to take a week's worth of work. Basically.
Oh, so it's not just a few boards, a lot of boards.
I mean, I'm just going to say that for these
To make it
purposes, it's a whole
easier.
point worth.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I mean, you inspect some others, and you find some others that also have some questionable
Yeah.
marks and stuff like that. So even though, you know, it looks like some of the boards were stuck previously and the spines fell out, so it wasn't just the ones that Lafdul found.
Yeah. So they might have laid eggs or something.
Perhaps.
We don't know. We don't know.
So are you gonna get rid of the boards then in case that was the case?
Yeah. Well, we can bring... Braxton can bring one up, and we can have a look at it. But it's probably better to be safe than sorry.
Sweet little tiny cute space muscles.
So do we crack open the board then?
Yeah, if you got a rotten board, you crack the boards open.
Yeah,
well,
I would
someone's
say
got a
bag check
ring
it.
that allows them to look inside a piece of wood.
Yeah, I would probably just lend him the ring if he wants to.
The ring
use it
allows
for
you to
that.
look through things, not really look into things.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
So we just
Do you
break-
touch
Well,
the
then
board?
break it open?
Braxton to take off a board that's easy to detach, and then he'll like cut open the board
You might want to
where
do
the
it
hole is.
outside. You might want to do this outside.
What,
Oh,
on
yeah,
the deck?
he is outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He takes the board off the outside of the hull because that's where they were. He goes up and then he's cutting into the part where it had a hole, where the hole is.
Most of the
Yeah.
repairs are still done from inside, by the way.
Oh,
Mhm.
Right.
well,
And you can remove the board from inside.
Yeah. All right. Well, he'll take it out on deck in case some sort of monster comes out.
Okay. And then you're cutting through it?
Yeah, just to see sort of like a profile of what's happening inside the hole. The hole on the hole.
The board that you pull off and cut open, there's lots of tiny white dots inside of it, which you know enough about carpentry to know that that's not right, but you don't know what exactly what this is.
Makes you want to replace it though, probably.
So yeah, so get the other
the same shit.
get the other officers on deck and say, look, this stuff's infected our ship. We've got to strip off all this wood.
Okay. Well, you
And
do.
Lafdul finds Jewel. How much they worth?
Jewel says, well, I mean, you'd have to sell them to Nyogi.
Yeah, I
I've
don't wanna
never
deal
done
with
that
Nyogi.
before.
No Nyogi dealing.
Hey, Lafdul gets up to all kinds of mischief that you don't know about.
All right, so you're going to spend the next week, Braxon, replacing those boards. I mean, you can
Yeah.
tear out the boards really fast and just dump them into the phlogiston if you want. And
Okay.
then spend the time replacing them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another D20. Do you want it as a GM roll?
No, you can do a standard one.
I'm not taking any of them or whatever. I'm just making notes of how they reproduce in the in my book as well. If I can get
Okay.
more creature information about them.
As the week goes on, Lafdul, you don't feel hungry anymore.
I don't.
Yeah, just don't feel hungry.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. Can I do a healing efficiency checks? That seems odd.
Yeah.
He got injected with eggs. I think.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's going to be a hilarious way of dying.
Does Braxton feel hungry?
No, you were cured.
Yeah, you got hit with actual poison. Lafdul got hit with eggs.
So, Lafdul, you're examining yourself, the spot where you did get stuck, the wound has not healed as you would have expected it to, and as you're doing it, you can't help but itch yourself, scratch yourself.
Alright, I'm going to use the ointment on myself. Well, no.
That might not work.
Yeah, it might not work. Panic. Can I attempt to excise them?
Can we cut Lafdul's arm in half and see if there's white dots inside?
Hey.
Where was he hit?
He was hitting the side. It's like side of the torso.
Yeah.
Braxon, you might want to cut Lafdul in half from top of his head to bottom.
Yeah, they just diced you it just to make sure. As long as there's something left to be resurrected, yeah, that's fine.
Do you have access to remove poison or anything? Or actually, we're in the phlogiston right now. Oof.
No, I've got means of removing poison, but I'm not certain if it'd work.
Well, how does your wound actually look like?
It's not healing, and I am no longer hungry for some reason, which is very odd.
I mean, it's healed a bit, just not the way that you would have expected, especially with Cure Light Wounds. It's a little bit pussy.
Did you show it to Joel?
Alright, no, I can't memorize cure disease.
It's pussy. Ooh.
Does curing ointment cure diseases as well? Actually, no, I asked Ockar. He can remove diseases, can't he?
Diseases?
No, he's resistant to them.
I'm resistant to diseases.
Paladins could do that.
Maybe a higher level, but...
I don't think paladins are able to remove diseases.
No, I
at
do
all.
have a vial that does cure diseases, actually. Can I do a proficiency check to see if it's diseased?
You can.
Oh, wait.
You can
Because
do
I've got a vial that
healing
allows me to
proficiency
cure
I
check.
can,
diseases.
I can cure diseases of all sorts. This can only be done once a week. No, twice a week.
I mean, I'm all up for that if you want to use that on me.
Yeah, I can cure diseases, so I will
Paladin,
cure
See
you.
if that works.
Cure disease.
All right, so Ockar, you're gonna put both your hands on Lafdul and try to cure any disease that he may have?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Lafdul. You feel a power flow into you, and immediately your stomach grumbles a little bit, and you feel hungry. Ockar, unfortunately, you did not cure him of being a mischief maker.
Oh.
Well, I guess that's just one of those things you can't cure, like lycanthropy.
So yeah, you feel better now. The itching has stopped as well.
Now remember,
So
I can only do that one more time this week.
Sorry,
How
there's
does
no
the
more
wound
of them.
How does the wound look?
Oh, it takes time
Yeah,
for the wound to fix
Heal.
itself.
No,
But
you
he's
might-
feeling better.
Probably,
Okay.
but if it's still full of pus, he probably wants to empty that out.
Oh, I'll
Good job,
excise
Ockar.
it, yeah. Hey, I was the one who thought of that. I know, don't worry.
This is why you keep a paladin around, because I can cure any disease.
I can cure disease, I just got to memorize the spell.
And when the phlogiston, so it's
Yeah, which I
Yeah.
can't do in the phlogiston.
Yeah,
Now
but
that I
with
know
me,
there are creatures that can cause disease, I'll have to make a note of memorizing cure disease.
it's a good thing you have me around until then.
Yeah, well, I might not need to now that I know you can do that. So, I had a container that I had from one of the very first things I had, which allows me to cure disease.
But
I just
remember,
been holding on for it
I
so
can
long.
only do it twice a week.
Mm.
Yeah, that's fine. Not
That's
many
pretty
people
good,
get
actually.
disease.
Still,
After that, Jewel comes over and pokes you a few times, Lafdul, to, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, what now?
Like in
I'm
actually poking you with her finger. You sure
Stop
you're okay?
poking me. Ockar cured me. I mean, I couldn't memorize the spell necessary to cure myself. I mean, I had a vial to help myself. I don't know if you have access to curing magic of that sort. It was disease of some sort.
Ever thought about just not getting hit by things that fill you full of
I try.
nastiness?
Someone's got to volunteer to do the dirty work sometimes.
I suppose. All right.
I mean, did you have magic that prevents you from getting hit? I mean, I thought being invisible would help, but no, I became visible afterwards, so...
Yeah, it does kind of happen, doesn't it? All right.
Maybe leather has a protection from normal missiles.
Doo, 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 doo.
he probably wants to save that for
Yeah.
himself, though. Let's be honest.
All right. Well, you've taken care of the
I
the
also
boards.
make a note of it causing
Braxon?
diseases as well.
All right. So
We
Braxon,
continue.
you get the those sections of the board replaced.
Yeah.
And
So that's three weeks worth of wood,
Yeah.
but only one whole point of damage
Yep.
repaired so far.
Yep.
Where is our woods on? Is it
I-
on the
It
sheet
was
for?
10.
Got it.
You got it. All right.
What do I need to use? Contact on power and phlogiston? There's no real point. Is
You
there?
can't.
I'm not
It
memorizing
doesn't
this.
work.
You
It
can.
doesn't
Oh
work.
yeah, sorry.
You're completely cut off from your guy here.
So he is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
but
The way
paladins
you
work-
make it sound.
All right. So you
Yeah,
guys
but
get
paladins
back
work a bit
underway.
differently.
Continue on. You want to
Yeah,
try?
everyone knows.
You want to try like spending the entire time repairing whole points of damage, Braxon?
Yeah,
Okay.
please. Do you want a GM roll?
We'll do that at the end of the trip part.
Okay.
Okay.
After we get eaten by scavers.
Yes, of course.
Well, I don't really need to worry about being cut off from my god since I don't get spells yet.
All right. So
So the watch have been looking out for edible things as well.
yeah, and you
Okay,
haven't
how
really
many
seen
days
too
have we
much.
been,
Yeah.
how many days have we been in the phlogiston now?
I'll tell you at the end. It's easier to do that at the end. But the first number of days, first few weeks in the phlogiston is, other than that, pretty uneventful.
No food, no nothing to gather while we're here.
No, you guys don't really see much else. No other ships, no other creatures. No flowfish came within any sort of range that you could do anything with.
Yeah.
On the 18th day, some of one crew member on watch shouts out that there are night scavers, but he then adds that they seem to be avoiding coming close.
Yeah. Well, they're not edible anyway.
They're literally at the edge of the air envelope.
Let's
I guess keep an eye on them and alert us if they do get close.
No, let's chase them off because they're using air.
No, they're at the very edge.
Yeah,
I'm not
they're
sure.
using our air.
The edge of the air envelope means they're breathing our air.
Yeah.
So we'll shoot arrows at them until they leave our air envelope, and then they'll vanish.
Both my during the break, are we gonna?
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeldan
both my berry bushes are off. I can use good berries on them.
ready to start shooting arrows. He's using light arrows because we have an unlimited supply of them, basically.
Well, it's not unlimited. We just have a whole bunch.
We got a lot.
All right, so ask me about the berry bushes later, unless there's something.
Yeah,
you want to do. All right, so you get crew members together to.
Oh no, it's the brown scavers. It's the brown scavers that are poisonous. The night scavers are edible. Yeah, so we want to catch these harpoons. Then let's put ropes on them.
You already said that you were getting the you were going to try to scare them off.
Bah.
Brown scavers have got they're lethal poison.
Brown scavers are poisonous. Night scavers aren't.
Yeah.
Actually,
What
I
are we
think
fighting?
scavers are kind of attack.
Can't Braxon countermand his own order?
Well, I
No.
mean, you
Yeldan's
already
getting his
initiated
bow out.
everyone firing arrows at them. I was already rolling for.
There are already people firing arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do manage to scare them off, and they definitely looked like they were, hoping for scraps or something like that, but didn't want to come in so close to something as large as your ship. And you do end up scaring them off, and they leave them in the dust.
Bah. I should have used the harpoons. We could have eaten them.
Oh,
Well.
it's too late now.
That would have been a ballista, and
Afterwards, one of the crew asks you, Braxon, I thought they were pretty tasty. Why did we scare them off rather than trying to capture them?
Yeah. Well,
Explain that you thought they were brown scavers.
I thought of brown scavers for a moment, and apparently I couldn't change my mind fast.
You didn't realize until after it had begun, basically. All right.
Yeah.
Now, a few days later, you do see a school of flowfish. If you want to try
Fishing.
Catch the flowfish!
netting
I've
some
I've
in.
got a load of net.
All right.
yeah, we specifically got fishing nets for this purpose.
I know I got a load of fishing net. I don't know how many others got fishing net.
Of course, no one
I've got
has
20
the
foot
fishing
fishing net.
proficiency, do they?
Yeah, no one does.
Nobody does, yeah.
But we will try
Maybe
anyway.
one of the crew is proficient and happens to be proficient in fishing.
Can Braxon's rope catch a fish?
No.
They're small.
They're
Yeah.
too small.
It's like a swarmfish.
Yeah.
We want to do mass catching.
Yeah, I know that, but he can go fish, bring it in, fish, bring it in.
That'll take
Yeah, but
forever.
that would also spook the fish and cause them to
Flee.
flee.
Let's just use the fishing nets and see how many we get.
What? Do the
I
fish
get
look like
this-
they're eating anything?
I get the distinct feeling that the GM wants us to starve to death.
Flowfish do not have mouths.
Oh.
Fishing nets a go-go!
All right,
Yeah.
so
Oh, can we put Braxton's rope onto the fishing net?
Yeah.
And use the rope to control the fishing net?
I mean,
No.
not exactly control
Control.
it, but
But you
Control
secure it.
one end of it.
it'll
We
make
had-
it'll make it easier to pull it back in.
Yeah.
Should we do that then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Try to get as much of that stuff as possible for you guys to eat.
Through a lot of hard work, you managed to get 40 man days worth of fish out of that.
Nice.
Woohoo!
40. Ooh, that's a lot of fish.
Yes, we can make sushi. I mean, what? Oh, that's how
It-
to cook
You
Sushi's
that.
might
the
actually be
rice, though.
familiar with sushi because you lived on Brawl and there's a lot
Yeah.
of chow around.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but
If
not
you
as
knew
many
sushi-
Kozakurans.
If you knew sushi like I knew sushi.
There we go. I added the 40 days of food.
Okay.
We might survive this.
All right. So Lafdul, you were asking about the berry bushes.
Yeah. I can do 5 lots of good berry on one bush.
That's 5 berries.
That's 5d8.
2d. Yeah, 5.
Is it 5d8
D-
or is it 1d8 or 2d4?
No, it's 2d4.
Okay. So it's
So
10d4.
10d4. 10d4.
Go ahead and roll that. That's how many days worth of food you get as well.
That means at most we can make 40.
And the next day I would do it again.
31 berries!
All right. You're
That's
probably
only
not going to
31
be able to
people.
get that many berries off of it that are usable for,
All right,
for
yeah.
good berry, just because it's a bit.
I've got 2 berry bushes.
Yeah, but they don't come into season at the same time, right?
No, these 2 have
Okay.
at this point.
All right, then you can
One's
do
on the
another
third
one.
map, this one's on the fourth one. I'm going to cast it again tomorrow. All the idea was.
Yeah, just do it again. We'll just add it all in together.
So another D10, 10d4.
28!
Okay, so that's how many man days worth of food you get out of those berries.
Goodbye, berry bushes. I need to get more of them. Hopefully you do.
59.
Okay, so the total trip time to Prime Space is 33 days, and you arrive there at the shell edge.
Uh-huh. Have we had enough time to do any more ship repairs?
Yeah, we'll get to that
How
in a second.
many days?
Okay.
So it was a total of 33 days in the phlogiston.
33. Time to do some math to make sure we're not out of food yet.
So, do we use that pearl locator now?
Before that, let's handle the repairs. You would have been able to get 3 more attempts, so go ahead and give me 3 proficiency checks, Braxon.
Can I just do 3d20?
Yeah, that's fine.
Dun dun dun. Come on. Dun dun dun.
3 successes.
Pretty
I believe.
sure that's all. That's 3 successes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you do manage to repair 3 more hull points of the ship.
That might be all of it. Hang on.
We're fully repaired.
Yay.
Woohoo.
Alright. We used up 3,030 food on that trip.
All right. How much more do you have? I mean, how much do you have left?
I'm just 1,948.
Seeing
How
you guys were
many days,
worried
so?
about about running out of food.
We came pretty damn close.
It's 1,000.
It's 10 more days.
So let's
Okay.
go through and let's get to Prime Space so we get to the Prime Space port so we can restock.
All right.
Yeah, we can drop off these orcs.
So another day.
How have the orcs been acting anyway?
The orcs have basically kept to themselves. Did anyone want to ask them anything or do anything with them? I mean, the crew
I
is
guess.
definitely
Yeah.
nervous about them, but they definitely they you gave them one of the crew quarters and they just stayed in there as much as possible.
Yes, I would like to talk to them using Higgimus as a translator.
I just want to share stories.
I would like to go by with Higgimus and ask them how they're doing and if they're happy to get off the planet and what they plan to do once we get them to port, using Higgimus as a translator.
They really don't know. I mean, like this is a completely new experience for them. They've never seen the phlogiston. They've never seen wild space. Most of them are actually pretty scared of it. And basically, the only
Lot of
ones you saw
opportunities.
outside of that cabin were Lukor and Greenock, the 2 leaders. and the others basically never really came out at all.
So basically, we gave them
Bra-
food, and they went and fed, and then they brought
Yeah.
it back in.
Braxon would have eaten dinner with them a few times,
I don't
just
think
to be
so.
friendly.
I don't think they would want to. They don't like us that much.
They would have been
Kinda like
very suspicious of you trying to eat dinner with them in their cabin.
Oh, they wouldn't come out.
I mean, Lafdul will try and play card games with them.
They probably don't know.
Oh my god, people.
Oh my god.
Leave 'em
Lafdul just
alone.
sees an opportunity to get money out of them.
No. They don't have money!
They didn't have money, yeah.
Ah,
I really feel sorry for these guys because we're basically gonna drop them into a situation they have no idea how to deal with and say bye.
I'm going when they
they're
get the
capable workers.
when they get the prime space, when we drop them off, I plan to give them some of my own money.
I will let them know when we get close or get to the bubble that I'll tell them that we'll be getting to a port soon.
Lucor seems very relieved and says, "Do you think we'll be able to find a ship with other orcs on it? We'd like to be amongst our own kind."
I'll think back to what I saw at that port. Did I see anything like that there?
You do
Mixed
not
race.
recall seeing any goblinoid ships there, but the impression that you got, you did see some goblinoids at the port, like a few ogres and some hobgoblins. Those are the things that you saw. Maybe some others, but you didn't see any goblinoid ships.
All right, I'll refer
Brax-
that to them.
They'd probably be able to
Braxon was-
go on another ship.
Well,
Braxon will say to Higgimus, "Let's see if we can find
I'm
an
going-
orc on the asteroid that can on the port that can act as a guide for them."
Okay, so Higgimus, I want you to do this translation for me.
Oh my god.
I want to give them 600 gold pieces from my own wealth as as money to help support them until they can find
It's a paladin thing.
some orcs to be with to help them out.
Yeah, once we get to the port, I'll let you do that. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that's my plan.
You realize that they're probably evil, right?
Look, I'm still a good guy, and even if they're evil, I want to try to help them out a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, as a
Not
paladin,
much money.
like the idea of helping these guys out was like
you made a deal, so you followed through with it. But
right, and
not
and
that.
to a certain extent, like I mean,
Okay, during this trip, I would probably do detect evil intent on them to maybe get a gauge on them. I don't know if they're evil or not.
correct, but they are also orcs.
Not all orcs are evil.
True, but most of them are. I mean, it's definitely the kind of thing where you can assume they are, and you'll generally be right.
I mean, if you've told
Then
Lafdul,
maybe-
Lafdul would be using no alignment on them. Occasionally.
Lafdul,
Yeah, but
Lafdul, are they evil?
And if Old allows it, then I'll.
would you
do
have
it
done that at some
occasionally.
point?
Yeah, if he would have made his intentions known, you know what.
Yeah.
What.
I would want to know what their alignment is.
Okay, so like during the trip, you've mentioned this to some of the other
Yeah.
party members, and Lafdul is like,
I have a
go
spell that
see.
might help.
All right, so Lafdul, yeah, they're evil.
I tell Ockar they're evil.
In that case, I may just give
Just
them
send them off.
I'm
you
just
know.
gonna
Yeah,
send
we
them off.
We've,
Yeah.
we've traded. We've
We've traded.
with them.
I've gotten them to the port. I don't want to help them any further if they're evil.
Yeah, I mean that's the
So-
thing is like, as a paladin, this
made a
is
deal,
this is
so
like
you have
on the
to follow
very
through.
edge of what is acceptable to you. Like the fact that
Yeah.
they haven't done anything overtly evil against you makes it okay, but they're still evil, and
I had the idea until I learned their true alignment. Now I'm not doing anything further than just getting them to the port.
okay. Part of this was me trying to show that just because something is evil doesn't mean you can't work with them. So
Yes, but I wasn't gonna. I was
No,
only
no,
gonna
I mean
give up
not
the
you
gold.
you personally. I meant you as the party. So
I know.
anyway, all right. So
We've worked with evil things before.
You didn't know they
Lafdul
were
works
evil at
with
the time.
thieves and good thieves.
Yeah, you worked with your sword is from an evil being, isn't it?
What?
It was that
I took it off the corpse of a bad guy. Yeah.
yeah that you guys were working with until before I joined.
Oh yeah, that.
I mean,
Oh yeah, him.
Yeah. So Braxon says to Higgimus, let's just find a guide that's an orc or a half orc.
you could do that if you want to. When we get off the ship, or when we get to this port, I'm kicking them off the ship. They're orcs. The only reason I'm doing this is because I'm living up to my agreement.
Hey, they helped us find the ship
Are
we
you
were
lawful?
looking for, and after that, we
Who,
don't
me?
need them.
Yeah, because that will.
I'm
affect your
neutral.
alignment, I would assume.
Are
I'm
you
neutral good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
I'm neutral good as well. Let me check.
but he also
No, I
doesn't.
mean, no, because
Higgimus also doesn't like goblinoids. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if there were goblins, it would have mattered if they were trying to help us out or make a deal. I would have just killed them.
Oh,
yeah. Well, I don't want the bad luck if they instantly get killed.
I'm just keeping
It's
my
not our
distance.
problem.
I'm keeping my distance from them now that I know their
Well-
issue alignment, because I don't want to go all Dave's Vault on them.
associate.
Well, I'll just wander around the tavern, see if I can find a half orc.
okay.
We're not there yet.
You approach the port of Edgehaven, and
How long did it take us to get there?
just one day.
One day.
A small vessel comes out to guide you into the docks, and they signal to you, the fees, air tax, water service, and docking fees.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that.
So I don't need to calculate air now. Okay.
Do I have to do my spell component cost here, or am I doing it on Brawl?
You can wait until Brawl if you want.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I still need to figure
you're
out
fine with
water.
the costs. It's going to be 1 electrum piece per ton for the air tax, 2 silver pieces per 5 tons for the water service, and 1 gold piece per ton for the docking fee.
Right. I need to do 1 day's.
You signal that you're agreeing to them?
Yeah.
Wait. How much does that compare to how much it was last time? It seems more expensive.
It probably is. I didn't write down what it was before, so I formalized it. I wrote it down. I actually wrote down this time.
So the air,
It might.
the amount of air we used up is.
I will retcon that. That's what you paid before, though. As
Okay.
even if you didn't,
We
just
can-
because I don't remember how much you paid, and
I think you just gave us a flat amount.
I may have. I don't know. I don't remember.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Anyways, we used 3,108 man days of air.
Well, we're just getting it filled up.
Yeah, I know, but it matters for cost.
No,
It doesn't cost anything.
it's by
it
the
just gets
ton
refreshed.
of the ship.
As long as you didn't go into fouled air, which you shouldn't have. There should have been no chance of that happening.
Yeah, we have 8,000, so yeah, we're
Yeah.
good then. Okay. I
So
thought
just-
it was by ton. Okay, by ton is for.
They're not gonna
Right, no,
charge us
it-
for the air.
They charge you
They are.
based on the ship, but they can't. They don't charge you based on the man days. It's based on the size of your ship.
Okay.
Is that the same for the water?
Yes, and you just get fully filled up, even if you didn't
Do
really
we
need
want to
any.
refill?
Th-
do we
this is
wanna
this is
refill our
something.
water?
It doesn't matter if you even if you don't refill it, they're still charging you a water service.
Yeah. That's
All
what we
right,
do.
come on. So it was 1 electrum piece for what?
Let me calculate it out. Hold on a second.
We're an 80-ton ship, I think, right?
70.
7.
All right, so the docking fee is going to be 70 gold pieces.
Okay.
And that'll be 35 gold pieces for the air tax.
Okay.
and
I wonder if
28
there's a
silver
taxidermist
pieces
one.
for water service.
I'm sorry, somebody was talking.
28 silver pieces for the water service. You got that?
Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
How's the dragon head doing?
Oh, yeah, is there a taxidermy here?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Taxidermy takes time, though.
How much time are we talking about?
It takes. I mean, it
No.
normally takes.
Alright, then
like,
is
weeks.
there any means we
asking-
can...
How well is the dragon head doing?
Right. So give me a. It's.
It'd be wisdom, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Give me a wisdom check. Yeldan. There's going to be a minor penalty to it.
I mean, couldn't there be like wizards or something that can extend the
16
duration of it?
16. Okay. Yeah, it's not doing so hot.
No, I'm like, we're just gonna have to use the skull, Higgimus.
Well, I mean,
it's
you
not gonna-
you might be able to salvage it.
Yeah, that's what
Um,
I'm thinking. Is what we do is we cut off all the flesh now.
Well, no, you might be able to salvage what it is right now. It's just not. It's not doing well, but it's not too far gone. But you'll basically need to pack it in a crate of salt.
Okay.
Cool.
Here's
I will look for that.
Okay.
Here's a question
Oh yeah, we
for you.
wanted to buy...
Hold on.
vials of-
All right, so I am gonna say that a crate of salt to pack this thing in is gonna run you 75 gold pieces because you don't normally get that much salt at one time.
Then we'll get
that's
one.
fine.
Okay.
I got a question, Ald.
Yes.
What are the chances of us finding someone who is a taxidermist who wants to work their passage to Brow?
Very, very low.
I'll roll for it. Where's my other die? There's my other die.
It's worth
lucky
asking.
die.
All right, so
Yeah.
1% chance. Let's see. Nope.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 90.
Almost.
Almost, yes, almost.
Or 1.
All right, so
It was worth a shot.
Yeah, it was.
no, there's no taxidermist who wants to go to Brawl. All right.
So,
What about an unwilling one?
No.
We're
We're
not
not
people.
having something.
Love the objections.
all right. So you want to replenish your food?
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll want to do that.
Okay. Again, I don't remember how much it was last time, so I'm gonna say 750 gold pieces per 2,400 man days of provisions.
Okay. So we
How
have.
many mandates do we need?
yeah, and Braxon
heard-
wants to find a friendly half-orc.
That's
Yeah,
your
hold on.
prerogative.
Let's do like one thing at a time.
Yeah, sorry.
Right
And
now
you
we
said it
have.
was 750, right, Old?
Yeah.
We got 6. We got 1,946 man days of food left.
How about just figure out how many you want?
How much
Is there
was
any-
it? 2,500 for each set.
2,400 is 750.
1.
That's all we want? It's just one?
I'm doing math.
Okay, while that's happening, what else do people want to do?
I've wrote what I want.
Lara would want some ingredients for spells that she wants to learn. Stuff
Okay.
like bat fur.
All right. Anything that has an explicit price or that would be manufactured or something like that, you'll just have to deduct for however much you want. Otherwise, pay for the do the cost calculator that I gave you.
Mm-hmm.
Braxton's got 2 things he wants to find. One is a friendly-looking half-orc or orc that can
Not a goblin.
escort our passengers off the ship.
Oh, I
And
kicked them
the-
off as soon as we got on the
Yeah.
dock.
I think Braxton said he wanted to do that, and you said he could do that.
Yeah, but I want them off the ship.
All right,
If you
well,
want to
then
go to tell them to hold on once they get on the dock.
yeah.
They can't be
speak
kicked
to them.
off immediately because there's like forms that you need to fill out and questions that need to be answered before anything comes or goes.
So Braxon's going to go running for someone who can look after them so that we can get rid of them. Because I'm figuring that we can't just leave them on the docks because there might be questions.
I mean, if you tell the harbor master agent that you have some passengers who are disembarking,
yeah,
that's fine. If you ask for an inn that accepts goblinoids, you'll get directions that you can give to the
there you go. Send them to an inn.
That's it. All right, then he'll do that then.
Okay.
Maybe even get them escorted over there or something. And the other thing he wants to do is to find some lines for the harpoons. We've got 10 harpoons, so that's 10 ropes of whatever thickness they need to be.
Yeah. How many feet do you want?
Oh, what's the range for harpoon?
Well, I mean, throwing it is different from using the.
The lines are mainly for the ballistas, so
it's based on the ballista range.
Yeah.
Plus a little bit more.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's in 500-yard increments. Throwing a harpoon has a range of 30 yards, so 90 feet. The ballista, of course, we're talking thousands of yards.
So when we got them off the people that did the hunting, what sort of length did they have? Did they have full length, or did they have them shorter?
I'm not sure that you asked about that.
Anyway.
What did it look like?
Well, I mean, so again, I mean, if you tell me how long you want.
Well, can we actually have a pile of 500 yards or whatever it is?
Probably not.
Right. So what's about the workable range we'll get with a harpoon with a rope?
Probably 200 feet is really what you're looking at.
Right. So how much have we? It's obviously what's in stock, isn't it?
Oh, they got ropes up the wazoo. They always have ropes up the wazoo.
Right. So how much would it cost for 200 feet of
10
of?
separate.
All right, so 200 feet of rope that will run. Let's see, probably be going for thinner rope. So we're looking at 2 gold pieces for 200-foot length, and they weigh 40 pounds each. So just FYI.
2 gold pieces times 10 is 20 gold pieces.
Yeah.
20 gold pieces? Okay. I'll take it off the ship money.
Okay, cool. And they weigh 40 pounds. But they'll be kept near the ballistas.
Yeah, could you write those in? Or do you have the sheet up?
The ship sheet.
Not the ship sheet, but the group sheet.
The group
or no?
sheet.
Yeah.
I've got it somewhere.
Like right down underneath other supplies.
Yeah, I'm seeing loot. Ship equipment.
All right, well, you can get that written down. Anything else that anyone wants to buy?
I want to buy vials, cases of vials.
Okay.
I've no idea where I'd look for that though.
Oh, yes, good idea. Lever wants to buy vials too.
And I want to
You
buy
can
a
just
couple
buy
of spare
one set.
books as well, blank.
Like, buy a case of, like, a huge amount of vials.
All right, well,
Yes.
cases would generally have, like, 6 vials in them.
Okay.
And spare books, like blank books.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe.
Okay.
Oh, maybe how
Yes.
expensive are we
How
talking?
many pages would you want?
I got 100.
100 pages?
Yeah,
I
it
think that's
depends on the
default.
price. Depends a bit on the price.
This is for note keeping and stuff that I want to write down in a book.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold on a
but
second.
you realize 100 pages is quite heavy.
Yeah, it's going to be very heavy.
Yeah, I'm not carrying it on my person. It's like a ship thing.
Okay.
Give me just a
I
second.
think
And plus, I can carry it in my
buy-
pouch anyway.
Higgimus should buy a book for a ship's log.
Captain's log.
All right, so a nicely bound 100 page book will run you 250 gold pieces. Blank.
Shoo.
I'll take one too.
250, yeah.
Do we want to buy any more wood to replace?
Are we doing party division of the loot that we got now, or are we
Not yet.
waiting till we
Not until we
Not
see
yet.
stuff.
Okay.
So
Oh,
each of the
pearls.
24, also each of the 2,400 man days of food is going to be 1 ton of cargo space, but you got plenty of cargo space. So
Well, I was just making a note of that because we had a cap on the sheet, which I didn't really think really mattered that much.
yeah, it doesn't matter that much. It's more
What's
for
more?
matching up with air, water, food usage kind of thing. So
Old.
yes.
What's more likely to get a truer value? Selling a gem or selling a trade bar from Brawl? They're both 500.
Trade bar.
Right.
Question: can you exchange 100 GP value gems for 100 GP value pearls? Just
No.
straight up.
No.
No.
If you want to sell pearls, I will need to roll exactly what you get out of it. Trade bars will be basically a 5% surcharge. So
5%.
you reduce the value by... So if it's 100 gold pieces, then you're getting
No, it's a
95.
500 one. I reduce it on.
Yeah.
How heavy would such a book be?
Let's see.
Heavy as a spell book, because their spell books are 100 pages.
Not all of them.
No, spellbooks tend to be larger and made of even better materials. A regular book, you're looking at...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What was the book?
You're looking at about 1 to 2 pounds for...
Yeah, I have that.
Is that all? Okay.
Still.
1 to 2 pounds.
Wood for the ship is going to run you 75 gold pieces per hull point worth.
Okay.
So just whatever you want, just deduct the money, and I don't care.
Yeah, I got you.
He's probably just bringing it back up to 10.
We
might
might
need
it's up to him. I don't
ink
care.
and stuff.
And pearls, of course, however many you want, just deduct and set and let me know when you're, how many you end up.
That's
ended
why I
up
was
buying.
asking if you could
Oh,
exchange
yes.
100 value gems for 100 value pearls. But
Nope.
Can't. Sad face.
I'd like to, well, Leva would like to buy some colored gems for chromatic orb.
Okay. Well,
What color are you after?
Well, so for her,
You can
it
buy
doesn't
them
matter
at
because
value.
it doesn't really matter that much because she just has fixed prices. So she just needs to go out and spend however much she wants, and then she gets what she needs. So
I go for 4 yellow, 4 green, 4 turquoise.
yeah, just deduct the value.
Ugh, that's expensive.
It is.
Yeah.
Now
It's
keep
good-
in
it's a good
mind
spell.
that I believe there's a line in there about that you can replace any of those with a diamond, and I think it might be a 50 gold piece diamond. So
You think so?
I think
Okay.
so. I'd have to look it up.
Me too. Let me just complete this here.
Yeah.
So that's 200 gold as well.
Yeah. I'm using all my trade bars here. See, if only I didn't spend a lot of money on a certain library that I can't use.
We both
chromatic
spent
orb.
money on that library.
Yeah, but I can't use it.
Yet.
Well, that's not my problem. That's not my fault.
It is
either.
Lafdul's. I know. I'll learn.
And I'm happy to teach you, but you run after poisons. You write books about poisons. You do all sorts of other things, but except learning how to write in common.
Lafdul's doing it.
Yeah,
Occasionally.
it's not like you can't do it all at once. You can,
Yeah,
like,
this is over
and
months, like a couple hours a day here and there, every other day or something like that.
So if we buy some pearls, do you people want to do some identification too?
Okay, where's the
I got a
money for
question
the
to
pearls
ask.
coming from?
Yes.
For the group, actually, this is for the group. Would we consider buying pearls a company expense, or is this still a personal expense?
I think it's company.
I think it should be
for
personal.
magic items
Personal?
you just picked
Okay,
up.
well,
I've-
Ald said it's personal, so it doesn't matter.
I think it's personal as well. Because
Well-
it's up to you whether or not you want these items identified.
Yeah, I mean, you
Okay,
can
well-
use items that are not identified.
Yeah, okay.
Ald has mentioned that it doesn't matter what we think. Ald already said he thinks it's personal, so it's going to be
Okay.
personal.
It doesn't care what we think. Oh.
I mean, you guys, if you're if you've taken an item that has not been identified yet, then you should be supplying the material component to get it
Yes.
identified.
Yeah.
I
thing
will
is,
actually
there's
buy
stuff
one
on the-
pearl in that case.
Well, I mean, you might want to
Because I
buy
have-
some extra pearls just to have some extra pearls on hand, because
Yeah.
you have multiple items
Yeah.
that are not identified that you have taken. I believe.
Let's see.
You got wands and stuff.
Yes.
I think we found 2 rods on this
I'm
adventure.
going to buy 10 Ald. 10 pearls, if that's okay.
That's fine with me. I don't care. If you got the money, buy whatever you want.
Well, I didn't know if we're limited, so that's the thing.
Pearls are usually fairly easy to come by.
Does anyone remember the cost of vials? I think they were like 5 silver each.
I will look that up in between.
Because I think that was in Halrum's catalog or something.
I'll look it up in when we're at the break. Is there anything else really quick that people want to ask about
A
before we go on break?
single.
What's the exchange rate for gems here?
Let me see what you're able to get.
So bar is a true value.
80%.
80%. So
Yep.
okay, 80 goals for each of these.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and take a break now. You guys can ask me some other questions, but I need to go get some water. And when we come back in about 10 minutes or so, we'll get on the next leg of the trip.
Yeah.
So I'll be back shortly.